Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Your Vitamins with Mr. Andrew Lessman and me, your host, Adam Freeman. I'm thrilled to have you along tonight. I hope wherever you are at home, you are safe, healthy, happy, and well. Mr. Andrew Lessman joins us live via Skype. Andrew, with all that's been going on, I feel like the days turn into a blur. I don't know whether it's 2 minutes or 2 weeks since I last saw you. How are you?
I have no idea when I saw you last. Did I see you recently?
I think so. I think so.
I'm great. I have no idea what day of the week it is. They all blur. They're all the same. I think everyone's suffering from that same syndrome.
Are you doing well?
I'm doing well, yes. Under the circumstances, doing well, yes. Keeping busy and staying out of trouble, as my parents would say. Well,
I'm thrilled that we get to spend the hour tonight. We've got a wonderful variety of products, lots of great prices, and we'll talk about that as we go along. Andrew, first up, we have our ultimate friendly Flora for digestion and immune support. We're doing, obviously, special pricing with free shipping and handling. I have this product at home, and I take it daily. It is a wonderful, wonderful item that's made a big impact on my life.
Well, probiotics, I think they're only now getting the attention they've long deserved.
Yeah.
That as many cells as we have in our body, and we have trillions of cells in our body, we have more of the microorganisms that keep us healthy in our microbiome, mostly in our digestive system, than we have cells in our body. There's more genetic material that belongs to those microorganisms than belongs to our own cells in our own body. And even there was a recent study talking about the microbiome, the genetics of our microbiome, gives greater insights into our health, into our well-being, into our longevity than even our own genetics provide. So there's no escaping the fact that these microorganisms, as well-balanced as they could possibly be, are just an indispensable part of our well-being, of our good health. That was not something 20 or 30 years ago that was even marginally recognized. And today, we recognize that these microorganisms have a direct relationship to how our brain functions, how we feel, certainly how our digestion functions, and how our immune system functions as well.
Well, it's a probiotic that doesn't need refrigerating as well, and it really is superb. When you put this up against other items you can buy, it is in a league of its own. Quickly to go over the pricing, 30, 60, 90, or 180 caps. We've mentioned it a lot tonight, Andrew, but I know you were thrilled about this as well. All of your products are also covered by a 90-day return policy, so more peace of mind than ever.
But that's something I've wanted to do for a few decades, was the 90-day policy, because my products are basically almost never returned.
Right.
So I always felt very comfortable having the longest return policy possible. I always loved at the end of the year when we had the extended return policy for the holidays. So this is a great thing to do. What we're also doing ever since this crisis began, and we, fortunately, we kind of saw it coming. So we made sure to bring in adequate raw materials to cover everyone's requirements. We know we have a serious responsibility that we owe to everyone that enjoy the benefits of these products. So we made sure as early as January, we were focusing on making sure we had all of the components necessary to continue making products. And then what we decided a couple of months ago was that we won't be raising prices. Normally between visits, our price goes from the special purchase or the today special price or the monthly special price. It goes back to the HSN price, not this time. Everything, in fact, our Essential 1 Today Special, we're still at that Today Special price. Our Maximum Essential Omega-3, we're still at that Today Special price. For as long as our supply lasts, we're going to keep making it and offering it at that special Today Special price. So it's just something that our price, until this crisis is gone, one of the silver linings to that very dark cloud will be that all of our products, every single one of them, will be at extra special prices or monthly special or today special prices.
Which is wonderful. And again, flex pays and free shipping and handling, so please take advantage. Andrew, one of the things that you discussed when I first purchased mine was the idea of balance. You've got to help promote that balance inside of your body.
And it's really not something that I think a probiotic product, there's no reason to try to be cute with a probiotic product. The science is clear. Mother Nature is clear as to what organisms she prefers and what organisms offer us the greatest and most comprehensive benefits. And that's exactly how we put this product together. We went to the species, the organisms that are directly related to the healthiest gut microbiomes you could find. That's what you find in our product. Yeah. So we didn't try to reinvent anything. We just went about creating a product. And if you look at our product also, you'll see a product that we originally could have come out with this over 30 years ago. It had to wait another decade because, as you correctly pointed out, making sure and validating our products is something we take very seriously. We make everything, so we test everything. And it took us over a decade to create a product that we knew didn't require refrigeration. And even we evolved and adapted the product recently, about a year or two ago, to make sure that you still got even more of the benefits, no matter how the product was stored or handled.
Well, Andrew, probiotic
I think we're playing with our lights here. The lights are very bright here. So I think what we could lower the lights, just turn the lights down. I just looked at my computer had the image here, and the lights are very bright.
You're looking good, Andrew, over here, though. The crew were commenting how good you looked. Fresh-faced and ready to go.
Well, no, I think I went for a hike this morning, so I got some good sun. and unfortunately, there's no makeup person here, so what you see is what you get. So,
you and me both, Andrew. You and me both.
Yes.
Okay, we'll stay in the ordering process for the wonderful probiotic product that Andrew brings to us. There's so much that you can read about online at hsn.com as well. I encourage you to do that. Next up, we want to talk about Secure, the world's most nutritious and delicious meal replacement. For many of us, getting out to the grocery store is a struggle, a challenge. Many of us don't want to do it. If you're looking to have food essentially delivered to your door that also has multiple benefits with regards to maybe, setting forth on a weight loss routine, Andrew, nothing is better than your Secure meal replacement.
Well, as we always say, it's the lowest calorie, it's the most affordable, and for a lot of folks right now, it kind of harkens back to the reviews we received back in 07, 08, 09, when we had the Great Recession. Not a great recession, but the large recession. That's a time when affordability became a major point on this product, that how economical it was, that you can get your meals for less than $1. It's back to the day when you get change back from your dollar. So we're talking about meals that are in the large size here that are just incredibly affordable, literally pennies a meal. And they're comprehensive, they're rich in protein, they're low in sugar, they're low in fat. There's no trans fats, there's no cholesterol. So all the things you look for that shouldn't be there aren't there, but it's also the best tasting, because I talked about this earlier today when I talked about my omega-3 product. And when we originally came out with our omega-3 product, people didn't love it. Now, of course, our omega-3 product, it's virtually a perfectly reviewed product. When I first made my meal replacement, it wasn't well reviewed. It averaged probably a little more than 2 stars. But now, of course, that's come all the way up over 4 stars, a customer pick, because now what we did in creating this product was it wasn't just the science of creating a great, technically sound meal replacement. I had to make sure it tasted great as well. And that's the big difference with this product, is that I went to the folks that were responsible for creating the flavors for all those fast food shakes that you love, or the coffee house shakes that you love. We went to the same people who created the flavors for those to create the flavors for ours. So when you taste them, if they taste familiar, there's a good reason for it. But that's why these products are so exceptionally well reviewed. It's not because they are technically and scientifically the best meal replacement, which I'm proud they are. They're so well reviewed because they taste absolutely remarkably well, that they are just an incredible taste treat.
Well, I always look forward to presenting it because I make a pina colada, I get the chocolate going as well, and it does. Because it tastes good, you continue with it. So many of these meal replacements you buy, because they don't taste good, you give it a couple goes and then that's it. Pina colada, gorgeous. Chocolate, fantastic. Coffee, amazing. Vanilla, mixed berry as well. Andrew, we talk about low calorie and we talk about, others. And I don't always like to compare, but I think it's important. Your product is grounded in the science to give us what our body needs, but none of the bad stuff. So many of these other products out there are crazy.
Well, the way the product is put together, it really focuses on the most important thing, which is taste.
Yes.
And when it comes to a meal replacement, you need to make sure, first of all, it's low in calories. I see so many meal replacements that are a couple of hundred calories, 200, 300, 400 calories. And by the time you get done adding, say, non-fat yogurt or adding some fruits or things like that, by the time you're done, it's a 400, 500, 600 calorie meal. And that's not necessarily going to support your weight loss goals. What was a difficult accomplishment for us was to get what you wanted into the product, but still keep it low in calories. Depending on the meal replacement, they're anywhere from 61 to 67 calories. And they vary in their calories because flavor is such a major component in the meal replacement itself that it actually changes the caloric content. Most products, they're all the same amount of calories because the flavor is a minimal component. Our flavor is a major component of the product. It actually changes the fill of the container. And as I said before, the flavor is what really became the focus. When we focused on the science, yes, that's critically important for a meal replacement to work. But no matter how much I focus on the science, it could be the best technical meal replacement in the world. But if it doesn't taste great, you won't use it and it won't work. So I learned something, courtesy to everyone out there, that I had to focus on both things. So the moment we created a meal replacement that was scientifically sound, but also from a sensory standpoint, a taste standpoint, was equally accomplished, that's when we had a meal replacement that truly worked, and that's when the reviews really flowed in on its benefits.
And you talk about reviews, 3,000 5-star reviews. I mean, you talk about most products on HSN, there's maybe 10 reviews or 20 reviews. 3,000 perfect 5-star reviews means that you are truly in good company. I want to go over the pricing because we're about $1 a meal, which is really inexpensive for something that I know you'll enjoy and that will satisfy you. That's a big word that I want to talk about as well because it really does satisfy you. 10, 30, 60 or 100 servings, $79 for the largest size. Andrew, I think for many of us, we're trying to make the most of this time that we're indoors. This is a nice little personal project, maybe.
And again, as I've said, sometimes, I mean, you just have to, if you get lemons, what does it make lemonade? We just have to find the silver lining to that cloud. And it's a dark cloud, but maybe while we're home, if we could lose a few pounds, if we can get a little program going of activities. Even this morning, Muriel was very jealous. I think it was by about 8 o'clock this morning, I already had 8,000 steps because when I'm on the telephone, this is even before I went outside and exercised, but when I'm on the telephone, I make sure I'm standing and I'm walking around. So there's little things we can do, and a meal replacement is it's delicious, it's healthy, you'll swear. It's a treat. You mix it with non-fat yogurt in a blender with just some frozen fruits like strawberries or raspberries. You'll fall in love with this as a treat. And our Pina Colada has become our new most popular flavor. It's surpassed vanilla, it's surpassed chocolate as our most popular flavor. And Pina Colada is just sort of a pineapple coconut. It's amazing. And as I said, I can't really take credit for the flavors because we went to the flavor experts, which is really an art form. We're the experts when it comes to the technology and science of putting together a product like this. But then we had to go to the specialists in flavor to create a product with all our science that delivered the flavor that people would fall in love with.
You gotta try it. It's the only way to know. I promise you this, you will love it. I mean, I just finished off the chocolate as well. It's just delicious.
I'm jealous. I could make one in a second.
I made one for you, Andrew. If I could pass it through the screen, I would.
It's not taste-o-vision or smell-o-vision, no.
One day.
Doesn't work.
One day.
One day, yes.
Well, we're going to move on to our next one, which is Fibermucil. We could spend the entire show talking about this because so many people love to hate fiber products. This is one you will love, and fiber, sadly, continues to be, well, we're deficient. So many of us, Andrew, are not getting enough fiber in the diet.
It's one of the defining characteristics of the American diet. We'll talk in a moment about omega-3 fats. That's another defining characteristic by their absence, the American diet, but fiber. And the reason I just added this at the last second to this show, just because a couple of folks had texted me. And I think what's interesting, a lot of folks really value our Fibermucil when they travel, when something changes their routine. What's interesting, being stuck home, it's changing our routine.
Yes.
So even though we're at home, which is where we should be accustomed to being, and as they say, where the heart is, I think being home as much as we are, and perhaps eating differently, shopping differently, I think we're finding that regularity has become a challenge. And the magical ingredient for regularity is nothing more than fiber. It is the component. We always say we follow Mother Nature's blueprint. And when it comes to science and when it comes to Mother Nature, they both agree on this point that getting the right amount of fiber, not too much, but the right amount of high quality fiber, that's what will make the difference. Unfortunately, a lot of the fiber products you see on the market, they're not even natural fiber.
Right.
They're these clear beverages that are using synthetic fibers like maltodextrin or things like that aren't true fiber. If you want the real benefits of fiber, and when it comes to our specific fiber source, even you can talk about in terms of cardiovascular health and all sorts of benefits. So it's not just regularity, it's also heart health.
No gas, no bloating, no stomach upset. I mean, it really is amazing. Sizing, we actually have up to 1,000 capsules available as well, Andrew, which is a wonderful size option and a great value.
Yeah, I was going to say before with a Secure in the large size, it was less than 80 cents a meal with free shipping and handling, so well under $1 a meal. With our Fibermucil, it's pennies a capsule. And there's a great deal of power in all those capsules. Most people are accustomed, if they're going to take a fiber product, they're taking a handful of capsules at each meal. You should never start this product like that. That would be a bit much. You can start this product with as little as 1 capsule a day. What I often recommend is 1 or 2 capsules with your 2 largest meals of the day, and that will be perfect. And you just slowly inch up on the perfect level for you, and you will be surprised how few capsules deliver so much benefit. When you take Mother Nature's perfect fiber source, it's incredibly mild, incredibly gentle, but also surprisingly powerful.
I just think it has so many overall benefits. When for me anyway, when you have enough fiber, I just think everything seems to feel a little bit better. Things work a little bit better. For me, it's important.
What do they say, that you're not having a good day if you don't have a good hair day? Well, I think it's hard to have a good day if it doesn't start in a certain way.
Yes.
And reading some of the reviews, I mean, I'm astounded that there are many people who go many days without evacuating themselves, and that's just astounding to me, because the human body was not designed to conduct itself in that fashion. When we make sure that we're adequately hydrated, and also we get adequate amounts of fiber. And adequate hydration is just healthy nowadays because we're trying to support our immune system. So making sure that we have adequate hydration is an important part of how our immune system functions.
Well, with that in mind, we're going to wrap it on up. I will tell you the sizing, again, all of them are on FlexPay. Even the 60 caps, which is $10.90. I'm proud to say it's on 3 FlexPay, and again, a 90-day return policy. You may have tried other fiber products, and it's okay to be a little bit, maybe skeptical, but this really is designed to be different. And Andrew, as we say, the reviews pay testament to that.
Yes, I mean, when you look at the reviews on a product like this, fiber is generally the product that most people, they don't love it, they love to hate it. Fiber is unpleasant, it causes gas. Many people, it'll cause constipation and bloating. Not the case at all with this product. And again, the reviews speak volumes. We don't remove the bad reviews. And each of the products we've been speaking about thus far, I mean, I think fiber is a perfect example. I think over 95% of the reviews are positive, and well over 80% are 5-star reviews for a fiber product. Yeah. Astounding.
Well, it is available, of course. Everything Andrew has is always online at hsn.com. If you have a spare moment, it's worth checking out. One of the products that you'll see front and center is Andrew's multivitamin. It's called Essential One, and this is the best multivitamin in the world today. You're looking at it saying today's special. That is not a mistake, folks. It is real. It's the truth. It was several weeks ago now that Andrew had this as a today's special. We'll talk a little bit about it, but the price has been maintained, so the best pricing of the year is still available now. We'll mention Centrum and One A Day, and we'll certainly compare to other multivitamins that many of us have taken over the years. Andrew, for a lot of folks, it boils down to one particular vitamin, a multivitamin, and this is the best.
Well, that's where it all starts. I mean, that's the foundation. The vitamins and minerals are what are the nutrients in our diet that makes our food nutritious. So it's not a big conceptual jump to understand how important vitamins or minerals are. They are necessary for our health. Without them, we suffer the consequences. And unfortunately, the American diet is deficient in a great deal of vitamins and a great deal of minerals. So a multivitamin, multimineral is incredibly affordable insurance. It's the insurance for the shortcomings of our diet. And you don't have to take my word for that. Virtually every medical organization, health organization, talks about the shortcomings of the American diet and the fact that the most common sense approach, the most affordable, economical approach is a basic multivitamin, multimineral. Ours is different. Ours is different for a lot of reasons. First of all, we make it. Second of all, it will never upset your stomach. It'll never be hard to swallow. We also make sure that we give you the levels of the vitamins that you need. We give you 2,000 IU of vitamin D3. That's separate levels of vitamin D3. We give you 250 micrograms of vitamin B12. That's like a separate B12. Also, the forms that we use of nutrients are forms that you don't find in the leading multivitamins. We give you the critical carotenoids, lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin that you can't find in the leading multivitamins. So I'd often say I compare this product to our competition, but when it comes to a multivitamin, we really don't have any competition. If you look at the qualities of this product, what makes it unique in terms of purity, the absence of artificial colors, the absence of any additives of any kind. We simply include the vitamins, the minerals, the carotenoids you want in that capsule and nothing else. That would sound easy and simple. It is simple. It's incredibly difficult to accomplish, which is why we're the only company that's doing that, giving you a pure product. So there's nothing quite like it in the world. It's the perfect place to start. It's pennies a day. And when it comes to something that supports every single system in your body, as I say, there's something in this for everyone.
Yes.
Everyone meaning every organ in your body, whether it's your nervous system, your immune system, your cardiovascular system. You find a nutrient, a vitamin, a mineral, a carotenoid that's going to be delivering benefits to those systems.
I want to show you the pricing because, again, it's today's special pricing. So you are getting the best value of the entire year. There's a 50, 100, 200, or 400 caps. Most people go for 400. Of course, if you're taking one per day, it makes the most sense. So that's what it looks like, only $79 for the largest size. You know, perhaps the same or less than what you're spending now on other multivitamins. Andrew, I did a lineup of the usual suspects. You see a wonderful, colorful array. They're big, they're huge, and they're rock hard tablets.
Well, and certainly when we're talking about swallowing something, those big pills are going to be a problem. What's funny for me, if I'm taking my capsules, I could take about 30 capsules. If someone even put a small tablet in with those 30 capsules that I just would swallow at once, the one thing that will be left in my mouth will be that tablet. The tablets just don't behave the way capsules behave, especially we only use small capsules. We can go many sizes larger, we just do not. So if you want to be sure that a product is going to be easy to swallow, or even better, if you want to be sure that a product's going to upset your stomach, make sure there's some minerals in it.
Right.
Compress it into a tablet, which means basically, what do you call minerals compressed into a small, dense mass?
It's a rock.
Exactly. That's just another word for a rock or a stone. So effectively, when you're swallowing a vitamin mineral tablet, you're swallowing rocks or stones. Right now, you probably don't wonder why those tablets upset people's stomachs and why we make ours differently. Ours is an ultrafine powder like dust, so it goes into your digestive system. It dissolves instantly to deliver its benefits. So it dissolves quickly. Why create that tablet? All that tablet is an obstacle to your benefits and an obstacle to your enjoyment, which makes no sense to me whatsoever.
If the movie Groundhog Day was real and I had to present one product over and over again every day for the rest of my life, Andrew, it would be this one.
Right. Mine too. I mean, and it's a product that I never get tired of talking about because it really is the foundational product. There's no arguing the essential nature of vitamins and minerals. There's no arguing the essential nature of carotenoids or omega-3s even as well. So when you're talking about the essential nature of these ingredients and the fact that we don't typically get them from our American diet, a multivitamin, multimineral product goes without saying, and there is no comparison if you look at the levels, if you look at the forms, if you look at the fact that this will never upset your stomach, that it'll be gentle to your stomach, there's just no comparison. And again, you'd think with all the unique qualities and characteristics of this product, it would be extremely expensive. And certainly it's more expensive when it's on HSN price, but even then it's incredibly affordable. But as I said earlier today, for as long as this crisis continues, one of the silver linings to that cloud is going to be the fact that our prices, when our prices go down, they stay down, and they will not go back up until our world goes back up. Wonderful. So that's something that, again, our multivitamin, our omega-3 that we'll talk about in a moment, these are essential nutrients. So these are important ingredients, important products that while the world is struggling, we'll make sure that everything is even more affordable.
I hope you can get yours. Truly, if you are taking a multivitamin right now, if you compare it to Andrew's Essential One, there is no comparison. It's better. Thank you for your orders and shopping with us. We're very, very busy. hsn.com or calling us on the toll-free number is always a great way to go. Well, we're going to continue with the theme. Andrew just mentioned the pricing. That was a today's special. This was a today's special just a few days ago. It's Andrew's Maximum Essential Omega-3. It's brilliant. It is the best omega product you can buy with no fishy aftertaste, no mercury, no contaminants. A fabulous product with wide-ranging benefits. 3,000 five-star reviews, and again, pricing is the same as it was on that today's special day. So even for the largest size, that specialty size of 720, it's $139. Again, look, this would normally be $319. It's $139. You're saving more than you're spending. Andrew, that's impressive.
And again, the fact that we're holding these today special prices. I was on QVC and HSN. I've been doing this for, gosh, 30 years. In January, it'll be 30 years on television. And there's been some crazy things that have happened in the world, some extraordinary events that have occurred. And this is the first time we've ever felt compelled to continue our today special pricing. Yeah. So we did that with Essential One. We're doing that with the Max Essential Omega-3 for as long as they last. And fortunately, we were out ahead of this and making sure that we got sufficient raw materials to continue to supply you. So we have not plenty of Essential One. We have a good supply of Essential One, and we have a good supply of our Maximum Essential Omega-3 because we're going to continue at their today's special prices for as long as our supply lasts or for as long as this crisis lasts. And our Maximum Essential Omega-3, it's a product unlike any other product in this category, not just because scientifically it's unlike everything else, properly delivering the benefits you seek, but also just from a sensory standpoint, from a respect standpoint. We're giving you a product that will not cause any unpleasant issues or problems, so it will be a pleasure to take. You could take a handful of these capsules. You only need to take one, but you could take a handful on an empty stomach, and there will be absolutely no fishy aftertaste. There's no other omega-3 product that I know of that can say that. So again, it gives you what you want, the perfect form of omega-3s. Most omega-3s, they're fish oil, but imagine this, they're fish oil, but they're synthetic.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to wrap your head around that. They're fish oil, but they're synthetic. So what they do when they're manipulating the fish oil, they change the omega-3s into their ethyl ester form. They esterify them. That turns them into a synthetic form that's not as well absorbed, not as well tolerated, but it's cheaper and easier to handle from an industrial standpoint. But it has nothing to do with the natural form, the form that we need, the form that we want to take. So from the very start, the typical omega-3 product starts badly. Then they focus on the lesser important omega-3 EPA instead of the DHA, which isn't 5% of your brain or 10%, which would make it critically important. How about over 60% of the dry weight of your brain is DHA? And as much as that represents in your brain, DHA is even more important quantitatively in terms of your eye, in terms of the retina of your eye. So that's why we focus on DHA, then EPA, as well as DPA, as well as SDA and ALA. There's no product that's as comprehensive as ours. And most importantly, there's no product that you'll fall in love with because it doesn't cause any problems.
Well, I put out, again, the others that you can buy so you can see the difference, because we can say all day long that these are much smaller and more potent, but when you look at the side by side, it's impressive. I mean, Andrew,
Yes.
no wonder people don't like taking these products.
And again, ours have a higher content of omega-3 than the ones we have selected there.
Right.
So their capsules are significantly larger, almost twice the size, and ours delivers more omega-3. And then, more than that, when you look at those products, first of all, they're going to be hard to swallow, so they're going to be unpleasant for your throat to swallow. And then, when you get those synthetic ethyl esters, the fishy aftertaste, it's just an all-around unpleasant experience. And I don't care how focused on your health you might be, how disciplined you might be. If a product is unpleasant to use, you're going to stop. So again, for me, I started with my first omega-3 like everyone else. It was natural form, but it had a fishy aftertaste. Right. And again, I heard the reviews, I heard the commentary, and I take them all very personally. That's why I don't mind if you leave me a bad review. I often say this, it's fine. I learned from them, but just leave them nicely. So as I used to always say to my mom when I was a kid, she used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. Right. I used to say to her, sometimes you have to say something that's not nice, but you could always say it nicely. So hopefully, if you leave a bad review, not just for me, for anyone, leave it respectfully, leave it nicely. And those are the kinds of reviews that mean so much to me, because it enables me to improve the experience for everyone else. And when you look at what our product is today, it's perfect. And it is the byproduct of the experience of everyone out there is the world's largest product development team. You are the folks that make our products perfect, because they start off well. But the reason they keep improving is because of the feedback we get. Certainly, we monitor the science and the research and the experts, but we also monitor your experience and feedback to continue to improve the product. And this is perhaps the best example of how far we've come from where we started to make a product, an omega-3 product that's probably 97 or 98% positive reviews and about 90% 5-star reviews, an omega-3 product, of all things.
There's 3,614 reviews, 3,064 of them are 5-star, nearly 300 of them are 4-star. So the overwhelming majority are grading this as excellent and perfect. We're very, very busy. A lot of folks trying to get the today's special pricing on Essential 1, the multivitamin, and of course the today's special pricing on omega-3. I want to take you through it. This is the first time in our history where we've extended these prices well beyond the today's special, and that's because Andrew and the team want to make sure that these important products are available so that we are able to afford them with great values, savings, and flex pay. If you take a look, the 720 capsules is normally $319 and change. Today it's $139 and change. It saves you $180. If you currently take an Omega product, please consider trying this. If you've had a terrible experience in the past because you didn't like the taste, it used to repeat on you, it wasn't pleasant, you must try this. Andrew, the majority of these reviews will talk about excellent, the best ever, never had anything like it, never want to be without it. I mean, truly, it's a positive result.
Well, omega-3s are, as I said, vitamins, minerals, carotenoids, omega-3s. They all have something in common. Your body can't manufacture them. And if you simply start, if all we did is take the brain and the eye, just two, we don't have to talk about all the incredible cardiovascular benefits, all the benefits, beauty benefits to our hair and skin and nails. But if we just look at the brain and the eyes, and if I told you that there was a specific molecule that represents over 60% of the weight of your brain, that one molecule is DHA. It's the secondary omega-3 in typical omega-3 products. It's the primary omega-3 in ours. That alone differentiates our product. Plus, the typical omega-3 product is a synthetic ethyl ester. Ours is the natural triglyceride. So again, there's just no comparison to the quality of this product. And when you look at the reviews, beyond all the science that I love and the fact that we're environmentally harvested, you have to be responsible when you're making an omega-3 product, responsible to the planet, and that we validate in terms of pesticides and all sorts of contaminants, heavy metals and things like that. So beyond all of that, what really is the measure of how great and unique this product is. We really take care of the science. It's kind of like my meal replacement. The measure of it is the experience that most people, even if some other product was a good product, but it made them sick, it had a fishy aftertaste, it ceases to be a good product if people aren't enjoying its benefits. And that's where I think we've really succeeded, that I went beyond having a great omega-3 product as I had 30 years ago, and I've created a great omega-3 experience today. It took me a couple of decades. We've been doing it, I think, pretty perfectly for about 15 years, but probably the first 20 years a little less than perfectly. But I learned from my mistakes, and we continued to. And at the time, our product was still better than everyone else's. Yeah. Now we're head and shoulders. We're light years beyond everyone else.
Well, talking of a great experience, how about snack time with another today's special? The same day that we had Omega, we had our Choco Nouveau, the most delicious gourmet chocolate that you will ever taste. The same pricing exists right now. And this is a little bit, I suppose, important in the sense that regardless of the pricing, Andrew, Choco Nouveau has to go away, and we're quickly reaching the limit for when you're able to ship this.
Yeah, as I said with Essential 1 and our omega-3s, we'll keep those today special prices for as long as the omegas or the Essential 1 last, or until this crisis ends. But with Choco Nouveau, it's not going to be as long as supply lasts, which it might not last that long. It's the end of April, because our dark chocolate is so unique. It melts like milk chocolate. It melts in your mouth like milk chocolate. It'll melt in your hand like milk chocolate. It'll melt in the summer like milk chocolate. So it must go away before the end of April. The latest we'll probably keep shipping this would be April 30th, in all likelihood before that. So we'll keep this today special price while the supply lasts, but that's at most going to be another, today's the 13th? So yes. At most another 2 weeks. So it will go away, and it truly is. It is the best tasting dark chocolate in the world, whether you choose our 66, which is much like milk chocolate, our 74, which is the happy medium between our 66 and our almost pure dark chocolate at 91. That 74 is our most popular, and now I think our most popular version is our 74% Cafe Crunch. Yes. Which is, I always have a problem when I start talking about this, I start salivating. So that 74% Cafe Crunch, and it's really Cafe Crunch because there was two options how to create this. We could have started with our 74% chocolate and then added like a cafe liqueur. But I thought the real purest way to go about this, and I always, as a kid, I used to love Nestle's Crunch Bars, which are, I guess it's like milk chocolate with Rice Krispies. Yep. But what we did is we took organic fair trade coffee bean, a roasted coffee bean, and then we ground it up and blended the perfect quantity with, I'm salivating, with our Choco Nouveau. I have to swallow. And that created this delicious dark chocolate little crunch, this little extra added texture, and it's amazing. You don't have to worry about caffeine. It's less than 5 milligrams. A cup of coffee is over 100 milligrams. A cup of tea is probably 40 or 50 milligrams. So this is just a few milligrams of caffeine. I could have this at night without any issues, and I'm very caffeine sensitive. Yeah. So it's truly a remarkable success. And whatever you get, this is not something that will lower your cholesterol a little bit, but we're talking 10, 15, 20% reductions in total and LDL cholesterol levels. It makes a profound difference. It puts any oatmeal in its cholesterol-lowering power. It puts any oatmeal to shame, except my oatmeal, of course, which has the same cholesterol-lowering power as Choco Nouveau.
There's so much that we could say in so little time. Any chocolate lovers out there, imagine your favorite chocolate that you buy from the gourmet chocolate store. This tastes better. Now you take the healthy aspect and say, I don't feel as guilty when I eat it. Because they're individually wrapped, it's great to have with you. Throw a few in your purse, put them in the drawer at work, have them and present them when friends and family come over as a treat. They'll enjoy them as well. Right. Gourmet chocolate that is low calorie and can help lower cholesterol. I want to take you through the pricing. Again, this is today's special pricing. So it's the best pricing of 2020 that is available only while the delivery is an option to us, because when it gets too hot, we can't deliver it. We don't want it to melt. If you order the 30, You're saving $10, 60 saving 20, the 180 saving 60, and the 360 you save a gigantic $140. So significant savings right here. Again, when you and I go to the store or the mall, when we used to go to the mall, if you go to the gourmet chocolate store and you choose a la carte which ones you want from the display, you know how expensive it can be. These are those chocolates, but better, saving as much as you're spending. It's a wonderful breakthrough and kind of unexpected, Andrew. When you first set out to do this, this was going to be a challenge, surely.
Yes, we're playing with the lights here. So I was noticing I went out of frame there for a second because I have a computer here, but the computer's on a delay for a little bit here. But so this is where Muriel's playing the executive producer and director and lighting director. No, it's fine. Let's comme ça, ça marche.
Needs must. She's doing a great job.
Yes. Elle travaille bien comme metteur en scène, right? Director?
Oui.
Yeah. Doesn't it look, I think it looks great. Does it look good?
You look wonderful, Andrew. You look wonderful.
Well, I'm not worried about me, just does this look good? As I said before, with me, what you see is what you get. Not an actor or model. I just make the best vitamins in the world. That's my claim to fame. And again, when it comes to Choco Nouveau, one thing I do know, I have a very finicky palate. I'm something that they've called, I learned a long time ago at an event, like a super taster. So I can notice if you put in like a few gallons of water, if you put a few drops of lemon, I could notice it.
Right.
So, but I could notice subtle differences in chocolate. And I tasted hundreds, if not thousands of varieties of chocolate. And the result is what you see here in Choco Nouveau. That for me, my palate is much like other American palates. We like a rich chocolate taste. We don't like the bitterness of dark chocolate. So what this chocolate is, it comes from South America, so it's close to home. It doesn't come from Africa or Asia. And it's not that European bitter dark chocolate. It's that rich, creamy dark chocolate, creamy because of the special ingredient we add that lowers cholesterol. It truly is unlike any other chocolate on the market. And I say this in all sincerity. If this wasn't the best chocolate in the world and was merely the heart healthiest, that's what I'd tell you. I'd say this is the heart healthiest chocolate, and it's very good, but you might be able to find some gourmet chocolates that are better. No, you will not find gourmet chocolate that's better. I mean, I search the world high and low. I continue to sample chocolates. I still can't find anything better than this, and if I did, I would change it. So my only goal was to use the best chocolate in the world as a carrier for this cholesterol-lowering ingredient that happens to behave just like milk fat. So it's that milk fat, the fat we know of in like heavy cream. That's what makes milk chocolate so creamy. It's the milk fat. So the plant sterol esters we use here, they not only behave like milk fat, they behave better than milk fat, and making our dark chocolate just amazing.
You got to try it. It's the only way to truly know. You'll love it. I will say real fast, there are nearly 2,000 perfect 5-star reviews. I mean, it's really, it tells you all that you need to know. Universally adored. Okay, we're wrapping things up on that one, but moving on to, we've still got CoQ10 coming up. I know a lot of folks asking about that, but we have to talk about circulation and vein support. This is important for so many reasons. So often, Andrew, we'll talk about being on our feet all day long. At the moment, many of us are lounging around for longer periods of time. Just as important to think about supplementing with this one.
And that's why I chose the last minute to add that this product into this hour is, again, that's the feedback I've been hearing, that change is difficult. A change to our routine, human beings tend to be creatures of habit. And oftentimes change can be very challenging for us. So whether it's increasing our activity significantly or decreasing our activity significantly, sitting more, and what do they call sitting, the new smoking, that because we know sitting too much is not in the interests of our good health. But circulation and vein support, it's something that is almost too good to be true, because we are all going to struggle with the circulation in our feet, ankles, and calves that come as a natural byproduct of the aging process. Beyond sitting too much or standing too much, whatever the genetics we inherited from our parents, then coupled with our lifestyle and coupled with the natural aging process, the blood vessels in our legs change, their fragility, how fragile they become. they enlarge, they become uncomfortable. The tingling we could feel, the cramping, the spasms, the restlessness in our legs. These are all things that come as a result of the natural aging process and the changes in the blood vessels and the circulation in our legs. And this is a product that has thousands of reviews, not dozens or hundreds, but thousands of reviews. It's a product that's over 95% positive reviews. And as inspiring as the science is, and the science is incredibly compelling on this product, the reviews are truly passionate when you read the actual experiences that this product can deliver to everyone's lives.
Oh, many will bring a tear to your eye. I mean, there's emotional, passionate, enthusiastic reviews, and they're lengthy. People want to share their experience with it. I want to take you through the offer tonight. Again, priceless, many folks would say. Again, my mom stocks up on this every single time she comes over to the United States. There's a 30 through 360 caps. Really affordable for a positive impact on your life. And Andrew, I want to draw attention. In our graphics, it says, you know, makes a difference that you can feel and see in 30 days or so. You know, we're talking 90 days at the moment.
That doesn't even, that's not, right, it's not even relevant.
Right.
It's so you now have a full 90 days to see how impressive, and maybe you can derive a great experience, perform your own experiment while you're at home. And I always, whenever I use those words, I use them sort of interchangeably. In French, the French word for experiment is experience, expérience. So it's something that you get to do at home. It's an experience that can be your own personal experience. And that's the only clinical study that really matters. And you have a full 90 days. With a product like this, in most cases, you don't need more than a week or two. What's incredible is I've been constantly improving the formula. When I introduced it 25 years ago, it had to be 2 capsules a day.
Yes.
I still truly recommend 2 capsules a day. But if your budget is an issue, it's so much higher potency and more effective now than it was originally that even at 1 capsule per day, it likely will work for you.
And that's a wonderful thing, is that, you know, for so many of us, we want results, we want to see results, we want to feel results. And that's why we always lean in on the reviews, because it's important. People who have come before you, who have tried this, who have experienced it, say wonderful things. They're happier with the way their legs look. That's what my mom says all the time, Andrew. Not just the feeling, but the look, the appearance.
Right. The appearance of the veins. I mean, you could read reviews that talk about the appearance of veins, and it truly is a product that can make a difference that we don't anticipate being available. We seem to think that the only products that can really make a difference of quality in our lives are drugs or medicines. This is not a drug or medicine. It has compelling science and research that in many cases is more compelling than drugs and medicines that might be out there. But it's a natural product that delivers natural results. And just because we don't think it's possible doesn't mean that it is impossible. And the only way to try is to experience it. And again, it comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee, not 30 or 60 days, but 90 days. And you'll get this product home. Like so many people, you will fall in love with it. And I would like to say there are other products like it on the market, but there are not. There's no product as comprehensive. There's no product that offers the special granulation we have for our diosmin that means that it's even more effective than you would think it might be. So it truly is unlike anything else available anywhere else in the world.
Thank you for your calls. If you're shopping online at hsn.com, we thank you for doing that as well. You can always download the HSN mobile app and do it that way if you so desire. We only have a couple things left. We've been talking about CoQ10 a little bit earlier. We mentioned it was coming up. Many folks ordered because it is our monthly special for April. CoQ10. Boy, oh boy, Andrew Lessman, you could write the book. Well, you really did write the book on CoQ10, right?
Oh, I was told by the original supplier of CoQ10, back originally from Japan, the exclusive natural supplier in the world. This is 36 years ago that we were the first company. And to give you an idea, my initial order from CoQ10 was probably about the same amount of CoQ10 that would come in that large bottle. So our original CoQ10 was 30 milligrams per capsule. And obviously we were making very small amounts. So we started 36 years ago. I doubt there's anyone who has as much experience making a CoQ product than I do. And I think that's why this product, if you look at a product that's, again, perfectly reviewed, which basically all the products are in this hour is essentially are perfectly reviewed products, you're talking about another one. And when you talk about a perfectly reviewed product, you're talking about a product that has an unbelievably important benefit because it goes to the very core and center of our existence. Our existence is premised upon the fact that we have energy to fuel all the cells in our body. And the way our body works, and most people don't think about this, yes, our heart distributes blood, which distributes oxygen and nutrients, but our heart doesn't distribute energy. Every single cell in our body is individually responsible for its energy production, its own energy production. So that means you have trillions and trillions or hundreds of trillions of powerhouses in your body that has to make its own energy. That's what makes CoQ10 the most common sense, certainly maybe not the most sexy because it's not going to stimulate your brain and create a stimulus effect, but it is the most logical and the most compelling energy product in the world because it gives the power to produce energy to each and every one of the trillions of cells in your body. And I'd rather have the energetic experience of trillions of cells in my body than just stimulate some nerve cells in my brain.
Well, energy is something that is, as you say, it's crucial to anything and everything. This is the product I use. I wouldn't be without it every single day, Andrew's CoQ10. You know, notwithstanding the fact you can go to virtually any major store in America, the big box stores, the vitamin supplement stores, and find CoQ10 products all over the place. It's important to understand that this is designed, formulated to a much higher standard. Real fast, I'll quickly go over the pricing because it is a special value for the month of April. So great savings, 30, 60, 120 or 240. I'll draw in and hone in on that larger size of the 240. You're saving nearly as much as you're spending. The reason that's important and why I stocked up with the monthly special is because something Andrew told me a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Andrew, you had said 500% the price had gone up?
I had mentioned this back in our Today special at the end of last year, that CoQ10 prices, the market was changing, and it's about 500%.
Wow.
So hopefully we'll have some left over for CoQ10 stock. We made sure we got enough so that our Today special at the end of last year was at the former pricing, and we're still holding our pricing. I'm not sure that will apply at the end of this year. That's 7, 8, 9 months away. So again, I doubt our Today special pricing at the end of this year, because of the craziness that's going on in the world, I doubt it will be as good as this pricing. So as much as we have for ever long as it lasts, that's going to continue to be our monthly special pricing on CoQ10. And the one other thing you mentioned, Adam, you said that when we introduced this 36 years ago, or even now, you could find CoQ10 at any discount store, supermarket. Probably for the first 20 years I offered CoQ10, it wasn't in any supermarkets. Wow. And it wasn't in any discount stores. So it's a relatively recent ingredient in supermarkets and discount stores. I'd probably say the last 10, 15 years. Wow. Maybe 20 years in health food stores. But remember, we've been doing it for almost 40 years. And that's because I'm not following the leader. I guess that would make us, we are the leader, at least in terms of science. We might not be the biggest company out there, and we're not close to that, but we're a company that takes the manufacture of our products seriously. Unlike those really big brands you see out there in all those big retail stores, we make our own products. They don't. So we make everything to standards they could only dream about and probably don't even contemplate. So our CoQ10 is totally unlike the CoQ10 you'll see in any of those stores, but that's why it's so incredibly, perfectly reviewed.
Well, and to that end, just so everybody knows, Andrew's amazing facility in Henderson, Nevada, we have some images. It's solar powered through and through. Right. Andrew, environmentally responsible in everything you do. It's important to scream and shout about it, for me anyway.
Right. And there's a couple of things. I say I read reviews. This is something that I was a little bit concerned about at my company, and I noticed it just as many of you might have noticed it. I like my bottles to be really efficiently filled. Yes. Even though it might be a little bit less efficient to have multiple sizes. And we prefer, of course, to see the largest size be ordered, even though that's, from a profit margin standpoint, that's much lower. But it's much better for the environment, because if you get a large size, that eliminates a dozen deliveries, a dozen bottles, a dozen caps, and all of our bottles, by the way, there were no bottles that were available with what they call post-consumer resin. meaning that fresh plastic had to be manufactured to make bottles.
Wow.
We forced our bottle manufacturer to use post-consumer resin, meaning all our bottles are made from recycled plastic. And of course, we really encourage the larger size. We're shifting over to bags wherever we can. We're doing everything we can to be the most environmentally responsible company in the world. And one thing, we haven't had a carbon footprint at our manufacturing facility for over 2 decades.
Wow.
So I don't know how many companies can say that. And our manufacturing facilities, as you can see, are hundreds of thousands of square feet, and they have absolutely no carbon footprint. So we don't generate any pollution or any carbon at all.
It's just wonderful, and it makes you feel good. Everything about the whole process with Andrew's products is a feel good. Talking of feeling good, let's show some love with our final 3 minutes of the show with PC liver and brain. Andrew, always a popular choice.
And a popular choice for a lot of reasons. I know a lot of people personally who might be drinking more because there's nothing else to do. They might necessarily be showing up to work. And again, they have to take the medicines they might be taking. So it's a good time to focus on the health of your liver. And phosphatidylcholine is an opportunity to do that and to do it incredibly affordably. It is the principal molecule in our liver. It's something that delivers the raw material that our liver requires to do the regenerative work that it alone possesses. There's no other organ in our body that possesses the ability to regenerate itself the way our liver does. And phosphatidylcholine is the tool, it's the raw material, the bricks and mortar of that process of regeneration for our liver.
It's memory, it's a healthy brain, it's liver function, obviously.
Yes.
There's a lot of benefits.
Yes, so hopefully Muriel is going to be getting a glass of wine. I earned one tonight, a glass of wine ready for me for after the show. So I'll make sure. There's one for me? No wine for me.
Not for you,
I misbehaved.
I think you both did a wonderful job. Is Lincoln and Marcel there?
They are. Where did they go? I think, where are Lincoln? Are they upstairs?
They've been very quiet, Andrew.
Oh, no, they were being a little too playful and noisy because we've got a couple of lights here. And where are they? Oh, they'll come here in a sec. So I'll slide the chair back.
Let the VIPs in.
They'll jump in my lap here.
We love this, folks. This is
Lincoln goes down the stairs at record speed, which is not a good idea for a 12-year-old dog. Come here, guys. Hey, bud.
Here we go.
Marcel. Here the guys are. Here we go. Yeah. This is Marcel.
Oh, there it is. We couldn't have a show without them. Come on.
Yep. What's up, Marcel? Hey, buddy. What's going on? So I hope everyone enjoyed the show. And again, I hope, as I said before, all your doctor's advice about watching your blood pressure and blood sugar, if you imagine those sentences always had a period at the end, put an exclamation point there now. You really want to follow your doctor's guidance about doing everything you can to hold on to your health and wellness, because that supports a healthy immune system. So pay careful attention to those things. And when you're washing your hands, don't use cold water. Cold water, soaps aren't effective when you don't have cold water. Tend to use lukewarm water, and don't scrub. Scrubbing can damage the barrier properties of your skin, and that's the last thing you want to have happen. But make sure you're hand washing. You don't have to use all those harsh chemicals. Soap is an incredibly powerful tool in terms of killing viruses and bacteria. Soap literally dissolves the sort of that external capsule of a virus. So just, you can find online all the sorts of things that tell you how to wash your hands appropriately, but those are so important, so important.
Andrew, we appreciate you so much. Love to Muriel and Marcel and Lincoln, and to you, of course.
Thanks.
When will we see you again?
I think you'll see me on Skype again in May. So I think around the second week of May, we'll be back with our phytoceramides, which is our natural moisturizer from the inside out for the skin.
Andrew, stay safe and healthy, and thank you so much for today. We appreciate you, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, Andrew. Thanks for watching. Stay here on HSN. Bye.
The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information.
Quite frankly, I don't think there's been a better time in ever to really get creative because we're all sticking around at home, but we got the greatest products to do that. Hey, I'm Suzanne Runyon. We have an amazing new Today's Special. I love it. It's from Diamond Press. Stick with me. Anna Griffin's joining me later. Sarah Davies joining me from England. It's going to be a fun night. Let's